Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither any of these blokes. This is randomized. Randomized kicking us off today for an extravaganza. That's right, 4 replays in one video. They're not all going to be aces though, and that might surprise you, but take a look out for the second replay in today's extravaganza. It's a bit different. It's probably the highest non-ace tanker mastery badge replay I've ever seen. Anyway, randomized from Perth Clan in the Jagdtiger 8.8, the Jagdtiger 8.8, the Tier 8 premium preferential matchmaking German tank destroyer, the one with the Aussie flag on it. Of course, you've got to pay extra for that. Look at that, the Aussie flag on the side of the Jagdtiger 8.8. Love it. Absolutely love it. Randomised. He's played in some big clans. He's playing in Perth Clan at the moment over there in Western Australia. His team have lost a Panther, and they're playing on Paris. And look, this is a tank that I know I say this a bit. This is a tank I don't play too much of. He's got a couple of marks of excellence on this bad boy. Tells me he knows exactly what he's doing. He's got the standard rounds ready to rock and roll. 88mm gun. I nearly said 8.8. 88mm gun, 240 alpha damage, 212mm of penetration with standard ammunition, 237 with APCR, which is premium on this tank. Finds the side of the T43. He was shooting towards the T43 not too long ago. Didn't land his first shot, but you can see it's got a little bit of armour as well. Blocks 180 hit points of damage from the Tier 7 medium tank, no problems whatsoever. It's not about armor wise. It's got a decent amount of armor at the front. Can't remember how much, but it's got some anyway. As you can see, he just bounced some stuff. Aussie flag, of course, helps on the side of the tank, and he's going down to where all the heavy tanks do their business on Paris. This is a preferential matchmaking tank, which means you'll never see a Tier 9 in this tank unless you platoon with the wrong people. Shoots towards the Borsig a couple of times, doesn't quite land his shots, but it doesn't matter. He's still on 1,500 hit points, which is 1,499 more than he needs. He's on full health, fighting down here in the corner with my old mate TJ there in his Centurion 5-1, who we just saw, just to randomise to right, and you might see TJ in the next replay. Who knows? You never know. 1-1 the score. Looking towards where he thinks the Borsig might still be. Puts a few blind shots in. One of the good things about this tank, it might not have a high alpha damage gun, but it's a pretty quick reload. It reloads pretty quick. That was only a few seconds. And not seeing Tier 9s is certainly a benefit of this tank. It doesn't have the best penetration in the world, but certainly... There you go. If you can see there, he hasn't tapped the 2 key. Not sure if he's trying to 3-mark this tank or not. I think he was trying to 3-mark it. He would have tapped the 2 key as soon as he saw the AT-15, which is known for its frontal armor. Anyway, 2-2's a score. We've lost the Panther and the Scorpion, both at Tier 7, and randomised. Shooting again towards the AT, sticking with armor piercing rounds. Probably, I reckon I would have dabbed the 2 key. That one goes through the Tier 8 premium British tank destroyer. I think it is. I'm sure it is. Anyway, the AT-15 shoots back, and of course, randomised blocks some damage as well. No problems whatsoever. Playing here on the corner, there's a KV just in front of him. The KV3 at Tier 7 just in front of him. There's my old mate TJ over on the right, who's taken a few hits. The KV3 just there. Shoots, gets another shot into the AT-15, looking towards the it's not a turret. What do you call it? The superstructure? I've heard someone call that before. Finds the G-Saw. The G-Saw pokes its head out, its menacing head out, and he pops a shot into there. Brings his damage up to 1,329. And now he's penetrating the commander's hatch of the AT-15. With a score on 2-3, G-Saw pokes the other corner. He blocks another 320 and make that 640 damage from the Tier 8 auto-loading British tank destroyer, and the AT-15 still chipping away. The G-Saw certainly came off second best. Randomised still full health here. He's done 2,000 damage. He's blocked 2,260 hit points of damage in this tank. Got to be honest with you. He sets a fire. That gets him a little bit more luck than he's had. There's been quite a few shots where he hasn't blocked. This could be another kill shot. It is, and that brings his the notches on his belt up to 2, and he's got 2 out of the 3 kills so far. He's carrying the game here. Unfortunately, TJ bravely went down over there on the right. Shoots and taps the KV3, takes him down to 260 hit points. You'll need a fire or something to kill him with one more shot. The T26 E4, the Super Pershing, is trying to flank him, but not being too successfully. KV3 gets killed by the artillery, and now it's just randomized versus the Super Pershing. The Super Pershing knows he's outmatched, possibly by tank and by skill. Loses his tracks and his engine and his driver. Fixes his driver with a quick tap of the 5 key, but just waits for the engine and tracks to sort of fix himself. He's down to 2 hit points, which is one more than he needs. Angle. Can't fix his. Okay, can't fix his. Did he use his repair kit on earlier? Maybe something else got broken earlier that I missed out. Blocks the T26 E4 a few times. Brings his damage blocked by armour up to 3,370. Damage he's done is now nearly 5,000 hit points. 5,000 hit points. He's still alive, though. He's still alive. He's thinking, what am I going to do here? This is 13 for the score. There's only 2 tanks left on the enemy team. That's the bloody AT-15 is the last one. The rest go down. The G-Saw finally got killed as well. Can he kill the AT-15? Yes, he can. Brings up his 4th kill. Calls it a win. He does not believe that he's survived, but he has. That's why it's an extravaganza, folks. You see some very interesting games indeed. Randomized from Perth Clan. That was crazy. It was insane. It wasn't the longest game in the world, but it was bloody. I'll tell you what, that was intense. And I'm not sure when he used his repair kit. I'll go back and have a look later, but just for my own curiosity. But wow, what can I say? Anyway, he survived it. He survived, and that's why he got, look at all those medals. He got some medals. An ace tanker mastery badge. You also got the bruiser for doing some internal module and crew member damage. Duelist, fighter, fire for effect, shell proof, for having the total damage blocked by armor exceed the hit points of his tank. What's the hit points? About 1,500, I think. Spartan, survive or a ricochet or non-penetrating shot from an enemy when you're on less than 10%. Well, he was on 2 hit points for crying out loud. Steel wall, surprise, and high caliber for doing more damage than anybody else did. More damage than anybody else did. He did more than double what the bloke who came second did. 4,871 hit points of damage in that tier 8 game. 4 kills, 1627 base experience. He fired 40 shots, 32 hit, 22 penned. So he only penned just over half his shots, but look, he was sticking with the 1 key. He wasn't going to fire premium ammunition into that AT-15. That probably, what would his damage have been? I still think he did most of the damage to that AT-15 in any case. Still made good coin as well. Nearly 200,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 6-minute game. That was it. Clearly grinding credits. Clearly having a good time. And randomized. You're an absolute legend, me old mate. That was crazy. Speaking of legends, let's move on to game number 2 in this extravaganza. This is Tony 500. Tony 500 from 7.8 Cav Clan. Great friends of me and 1AR. They're legends over there. Really nice people at 7.8 Cav. Tony has been a great supporter of this channel for a long time as well. In the Churchill III, now I don't want to brag, but I will. The Churchill III is the very first tank that I 3-marked. I'm serious. I've 3-marked some tanks. I know. I can't believe it either. It's out of control, but anyway. Now that surprises me because the reason it surprises me, and you'll know by when you see the result, Tony is about to have a ripper of a game. He's playing on Airfield. My mind went blank for a minute. Forgot the name of the map. Let's make that a bit bigger. Playing on Airfield. He's top tier in this thing. The Churchill III is a tier 5 Russian heavy tank. It's a Russian version of a British tank. It's got a pew gun. He's got the 8 BCR rounds loaded. 8 BCR's premium. It's a 57mm gun, so it doesn't do much damage, but it reloads really quickly. 75 alpha damage, 180mm of penetration. That's with premium. 110 with standard, which is armor piercing rounds. 0-0 is a score. He's top tier in this. He's playing on the Aussie server. I can tell he's playing on the Aussie server because there are bots in the game. And I know I point this out often for our friends who play on servers that don't have bots, like EU and Russia. Anyone who's watching from there, g'day. The tanks with the little squares next to their name, and they also have a colon either end of their in-game name. They're Wargaming run bots, which make up the numbers at low tier on the Aussie server, as well as a Latin American server. Europe, EU, North America don't have it. Russia don't have it. Australia and Latin America do. Anyway, 0-1's a score. They've lost one of their bots, which is the PZ38NA. And TJ getting a little bit of assisted damage. You can see the gun's definitely Russian. Doesn't always hit everything, which is what happens. But there's 2 tanks there. It's not just a T1 up there. There's another tank up there. So some of these shots that look like they're not hitting, that Tony's firing, might be hitting the tank that's not currently spotted. Valentine 2 goes down on the other side of the map. Well, there he is, the KV1. He has lost some health and very kindly is sticking his butt out so that TJ can continue to shoot him. He shoots the T1 and kills him for his first kill of the game, and that just left a very interesting position for the KV1. Not sure if the meta's changed. Is that the right word? Meta or meter? I don't know. But an interesting spot for the KV1. TJ in his Churchill 3. I'm not sure if this is a preferential matchmaking tank. I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure though. I think it is the Churchill 3, the Tier 5 premium Russian heavy tank. It looks like a British tank, but it's a Russian tank. It's one of those Lend-Lease tanks. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, 3-1 the score. Tony's on 2 kills, 699 hit points of damage done, 913 assisted damage. Of course, assisted damage. What's the best thing about assisted damage? Prize if you guess it before I say it. You don't have to pay for your bullets with your assisted damage. Finds the key-ho. There's the key-ho. Shoots him once. The key-ho says, I'm out of here. Gets hit. Takes his first damaging shots from the VK30 0.8 for 125 hit points. Going around the corner. 3-1 is the score. DJ from 7A Cav. Having a look at the PZ4H. Now that's a tank you see a bit of at Tier 5. The PZ4H is the German medium tank with the with a bit of a derp gun. Now there are two options. You don't have to fire derp. You can fire heats. You can fire HE. But they're both viable options. Shoots a PZ4H once, twice, and this is where you can see how quick this gun is. He's going to get flanked by the PZ4H, but it doesn't matter because he'll still be able to keep his gun pointed in the right direction. Down goes the PZ4H, gets hit by the VK30 0.8 for some more damage blocked by armor, 970, 1227 damage done, 913 assisted damage. It's just waiting, went a little bit low, not TJ's fault, hit the rocks are there for a reason, and the VK he's going to cop it now. He's down to 90 hit points, but he's pulling back behind those rocks, which is the right thing to do. And again, another interesting position for a top tier heavy tank. Is it a heavy tank? Yeah, I reckon it is. It must. No, it's not. The VK30 0.8 must be a medium. Anyway, still an interesting position. Anyway, 6-2 the score. Tony 500 from 7A Cav in the Churchill 3, the Tier 5 premium Russian medium tank. And yes, you're probably going to know, yep, he's firing APC up. Probably chasing an ace. Maybe. He's told me that he wants to have an ace on all the tanks he's got. And he's going through the tanks. Tony 500 from 7A Cav. 2 kills, 1,458 hit points of damage. So he's got nearly double the hit points that he brought into this game. 1348 assisted damage. Of course, we don't know about any of those shots that he was blind firing in the north earlier to where those two interesting positions for heavy tanks. There's a Chi Nu. This time he puts 1 through it, puts 2 through it. That's his 3rd kill of this game. Brings the score up to 7-4. 514 hit points left on the Churchill 3. 1731 damage done. 1348 assisted damage. And not a bad camo style either, if I may. That looks pretty cool, I reckon. Looks pretty cool. Desert camo, I guess you might say. Comes up here. It's a bit slow, this tank, so we'll just quicken it up very, very slow, very, very quickly. There's the PZ. There's the M8A4. Now that's a bot. That's not a real player. He's got colons either end of his name, which sounds wrong. But he's auto-aimed, but he is behind some rocks. Tony 500 from 7A Cav charging forward as quick as he can. The VK30 0.8 picks up the kill on 2 M8A1s. Both of them not real players. Looking at the enemy team, there are only 3 real players left. 2 bots and 3 real players. Tony's team's looking pretty healthy, so he's going straight to where the rest of the tanks are. He's not stuffing around. He's pushing the W key as hard as he can to try to make the tank go quick. I know that's what I do. And he's going to roll over the cap, but I don't think he's going to cap this one out. He's going to look for some more damage. 1731 damage done so far, which is nearly double the hit points he brought into the game. 970 assisted damage, 970 block, 1403 assisted damage. I'd like to be interested to see how many shots where you can't. If you can't see the tank, you can still shoot him if you get the positioning right. Okay, so the AMX looks like he's hiding behind the buildings. And Matilda's down there as well in the south, looking for the. Trying to knock buildings over, but the AMX is behind a rock. So all he's really doing is, here we go. The Matilda, bang, another kill. No problems. 4th kill of the game. Shoots the AMX-40. The P-43 picks up that kill. Brings the score up to 11-5. 4 kills to Tony 500 from 7A Cav. And there's the back of a B1. And when you see the back of a B1, you just go, you'll down a bit. There you go. Puts another shot into him. Brings his damage up to, is it 2,000? Yes, it is. 2,000 hit points of damage. Make that 2,072. 2 tanks remain. The Bishop and the DW2, which is all the way on the other side of the map. Is he going to get... Oh, he can. He'll have shots here. Will he? Yes, he will. I think so. Puts one into the DW2. He might get another shot in before he gets behind that cover. I think he has got behind that cover. And, oh, look out. Look out. Someone says cap in the team. No, I wouldn't be capping. Only 126. Make that 39 hit points left on the DW2. 2. For the record, TJ from Tony 500 from 7 cap. He's on 2,145 hit points of damage in game. Let's have a look and see what the result screen says, because there were a few blind shots there, or a few shots where those heavy tanks in the north. I reckon a few of them might have hit. It wasn't an ace tank I'm after about. What the hell? Why not an ace? That's what he's put in the top of the screen. Why? How the hell was that not an ace? You'll wait till you see the XP. A spotter medal for getting all of that assisted damage. Bruiser, shell proof, fired up, fired for effect. All the models, all the medals you often see in these replays. You've got the Confederate medal as well for shooting more tanks than anybody else did. 2,223 hit points of damage done. So a few of those blind shots went through. 5 kills, 1,938 base experience. That's the base score, 1,938. Why the hell was that not an ace? I don't know. For the record, when it's an ace is more often than not around about 12 or 1,300. If it's a really popular tank, maybe 1,500. But 1,938, I reckon this is the highest non-ace tanker mastery badge that I've ever seen. For not an ace, that's crazy. 1938. When I was 3-marking this tank, which was a long time ago, sometimes 1,100 was enough. It wasn't. I did not find it hard. It's clearly there must be some people getting some massive scores in this tank to make the ace requirement so high. He fired 65 shots, 38 hit and 31 penetrated, 2,233 damage done, 860 sniped, 1,560 assisted damage, 970 damage blocked by armor. And look at that. Even though he was firing full APCR, trying to ace this tank, he still made nearly 20,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 8.5 minute game. TJ, thank you, my friend. I hope you ace it soon. I really do. Maybe you already have. I don't know. Tell me. But yeah, that's crazy. 1,938. And yeah, wow. What can I say? What's the third game going to bring? Game number 3 features RaspberrySoda or RaspberrySoda. RaspberrySoda from VAM Clan in the KPZ 50t, the KVP 50 tonner. This is the ranked battles tank, the one you can get by participating in ranked battle. I didn't get one. It wasn't good enough. I think I played it. I don't know. One or the other. Anyway, RaspberrySoda in the KPZ 50 tonner. It looks like a ripper. Look how good it looks. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. That's how good it looks. How cool. He's already got a mark on this bad boy. That's why he likes it. It's a good tank. I might have had it as a rental tank when it first came out, and I think it looks and feels fantastic. Am I right saying it's a medium? Yeah, it is, I think. It's a medium tank at tier 9, I think. Geez, I should have researched this a bit better, shouldn't I? Tier 9. Oh, it was sort of, yeah, it looks medium-ish, doesn't it? It's the reward tank. They can share a crew in it, but you can't. You don't get. Not sure. Oh, this is a trick that that's a trick that he lands. Who was talking about that trick? That trick there. Let's pause this replay. What he just did. What he just did then. He fired. I think it was a high explosive round just next to that tree to knock that tree over, to give himself some camouflage cover up here on this mound, I guess you could say. On Prokhorovka, Platinum Prokhorovka, 0-0 is a score. This tank is an absolute ripper. APCR is standard in this tank. It's a 105mm gun, 320 alpha damage, 268 penetration. That's with standard. 310 with heat, which is premium in this tank. He's kicking back in this bush down here at H1. Look, getting himself a bit of vision up the one line. Now, I'm not sure how far he's going to be able to spot. It all depends on how good his crew is, what kind of equipment is looking at. He's looking at his platoon mate, his clan mate, Colonel Wilhelm Klink in the ELC Even 90, running around the middle, trying to get spots on the enemy team, as a light tank would do on Prokhorovka. But it looks like he's taken 1 or 2 hits. The Samua has charged straight up the 2 line, blind as a bat, and he's just getting owned by the enemy. He does spot The LT432, which RaspberrySoda shoots but doesn't bend, gets spotted, picks up the 783 assisted damage. Make that, 783. He does get one shot into the LT432. I thought that one, it looks like he damaged him and tracked him, which is a perfect result. And of course, there's the T95. Soaks up some more assisted damage. What's the best thing about assisted damage? You don't have to pay for the bullets. He does tap the 2-key here, trying to penetrate the heavily armoured Tier 9 American non-turreted tank destroyer, the T95, the Death Star. No, the Doom Turtle. The Death Star's the other one. Disregard. Don't worry, it's early. I record these in the mornings, and I think this morning might be a little bit too early. There's the T10. Here comes the charge from the enemy team. RaspberrySoda, his team on 1-2. ELC even 90 is still alive in the middle, trying to spot those tanks out. And but RaspberrySoda doing a great job, getting some spotting. He's up to 1,187 assisted damage, 12-15 damage done, getting vision on that 1-2 line for his teammates behind him. They're sniping like absolute champions. A Scorpion, that's the Tier 8 Scorpion. The German one. I don't know where that bullet went either, but he got 331 assisted damage for the T10. And here comes the charge again. They're moving now. Shoots and kills the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank, the T10. And there's the G-Saw. The G-Saw, you're going to shoot him once. Bounces a shot from the IS-2 and the G-Saw for 620 damage blocked by arm. The Leopard PTA has a bit of a go as well. And that G-Saw is going to be feeling pretty nervous. Actually, he's not. He's already gone back to the garage. Taken out by the SU-101, and that brings the score up to 4-3. For 2,228 damage done so far by RaspberrySoda from VAM Clan in the KPZ 50 ton, the reward tank for ranked battles, which is, it's a premium but not a premium. Does that make sense? Premium but not a premium. The reward tank. So you don't get the credit bonus in these reward tanks, but you do get the opportunity to share your crew, same as you would with a Clan Wars reward tank or a personal mission reward tank, of which there are plenty. That shot looked like it missed because it kicked up the dirt. 1512 hit points left on this bad boy. 1,100 out of the 1,750. Maybe it is a heavy tank. I'm not too sure. And now he picked up a massive amount, another 1,000 assisted damage onto the Byzantine there, but somehow missed out on the kill shot. And again, I'm not sure where these bullets are landing. Maybe he's got a deflector shield on that Italian tank, but there are some dead tanks there. Which will be giving the Byzantine the opportunity to be held down in those positions. Now he just got pushed down a little bit by this SU. I'm not sure if the SU was trying to push our friend out, but I'm not sure what happened. The Scorpion gets the kill on the Byzantine, and he gets even more assisted damage. He's up to nearly 4,000. Picks up the kill on the Samoa. Didn't get the kill on the Byzantine. Somebody else did in the Scorpion, but he did get the kill on that Samoa. There's the IS-22, who's going to be feeling a little bit nervous, just a little bit nervous right now. Bit of a. What was that? That was a bit of a mission. I'm not sure we're going to get that mission. We'll see what his other one is, because this is turning into a ripper of a game. Oh, that's the one. He's got to shoot TDs. There's only one TD left. I don't think he's going to get that one. The J Panther 2 and the Samoa last spotted up here on the 1-2 line. The SU 101 is going full ham. RaspberrySoda. Every now and then you'll land those shots, but not always. Gives him a bit of a tap. And there's all these dead tanks. That you can see there where you can see where the Byzantine was getting his hull down position from. There's a Samoa SM. Surely he's spotted now. Sixth sense, of course he's spotted. Shoots the Samoa, keeps him tracked, stays away from that French gun, hoping for some more assisted damage. He's up to 5,101 assisted damage, folks. 3,210 damage done, and 1,760 damage blocked by armor. The Leopard PTA is following, and it's just, well, there you go, bang. Why wouldn't you get the ram kill? Get the ram kill with one shot, then shoot to kill the M53, M55, the flux capacitor. That's a pretty cool in-game name. Shooting and keeping the Centurion Action X track for even more assisted damage. That's 7,500 assisted damage, folks. What do you do? Sticks his gun up in the air like a huge, massive 105mm weapon that it is, and not a bad result. RaspberrySoda, you're a champion, mate. That was a ripper. That was an absolute ripper. Might have been fast and furious, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. RaspberrySoda from VAM in the Camp Panzer 50t. Kampfpanzer 50t. The German reward tank. It's a ripper. Ace Tagger Mastery Badge. Hand of God for surviving and winning the game, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. All Spotter Medal. Surprise. Bruiser. Duelist. Fire for effect. Fighter. Shell proof. He got the patrol duty as well because he got all that. He spotted all those tanks and stuff. High caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. 13,000 combined. That's what he's put in the title. 4,656 hit points of damage done. 4 kills. 1965 base experience. Almost as good as TJ's going. But that was an ace. 27 shots fired, 18 hit, 15 went through, 2,800 sniped, over 4,500 damage done, over 8,500 assisted damage, which you don't have to pay for your bullets. That's the best thing about assisted damage. Who needs a light tank on Prokhorovka when you've got RaspberrySoda and his KPZ 50t? Even made good coin. It's not a premium tank, we might add, but he did get a payout. Probably clan boosters or the holiday ops stuff that's been happening about now. 93,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 6-minute game. RaspberrySoda, you're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. Love the tank as well. It's absolutely fantastic. And well done on getting one. I didn't get to keep the one they gave me to play. Anyway, Fighting Neptune from Ducky Clan. I don't think he's in Ducky anymore. Or he might be, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's in the E100. This is the E100, the Tier 10 German heavy tank. The first Tier 10 I got, I think, maybe. It was a while ago, because he's got a mark of excellence on this bad boy. And he's running the baby gun. The 2 options of guns with the E100. Some Tier 10 tanks give you that option. There's a few. I think the Batchat has an option, the E100, and I'm sure there are more. In fact, I think there are a number. Not a lot, but a few tanks, which give you... options. He's got the APCR rounds loaded, which is premium. This is a 128mm gun. The 128mm gun. 530 alpha damage, 311mm of penetration with APCR. Standard is 246. Now, there's the other option is a higher alpha damage gun. It's got higher alpha, but the premium is heat, unless I'm wrong. And I don't think the penetration is fantastic. And of course, this one will be, being a 128, this one will be more accurate and obviously a quicker reload because of the lower alpha. 569 hit points though, that's not too bad. Into the M48 pattern, the Tier 10 American medium tank. 1 zips the score. They've lost the IS-3. The IS-3 got killed by the Ferdinand on the other side of the map. 0 won the score. This is Fighting Neptune. Fighting Neptune's a community contributor. Does videos, does Twitch. I've met him in real life. He's a really nice guy. Moderates as well for the forums. And he's pretty knowledgeable about tanks too. He's no dummy, don't worry about that. And anyway, check him out. His links will be down below with all the other stuff, Twitch and YouTube. 1-1 is the score. Who just got killed? Both IS-3s are dead. Oh no, the IS-3 too on the enemy team. Oh, he's dead. This is a Tier 10 game. This is like the old 357 matchmaker, isn't it? 3 Tier 10 tanks, 5 Tier 9s, and 7 Tier 8s. Yeah, 357 matchmaker. There you have it. This is on the... I'm going to go out and say that he's playing on the Hong Kong server, looking at his ping, maybe. I think so. But anyway, while I've been talking shit, he's already racked up 1,000 hit points of damage, just kicking back here on this corner of steps. No, I like steps. I think it's quite enjoyable. It looks nice. It's pretty. Got the mountains in the background. It looks good. And even though I normally use the big gun on the E100, but I'm not very good at it. Fighting Neptune, though. Fighting Neptune is very good at it. He's already blocked 1170 damage. He's done 1651 damage, and he's only lost. Oh, he's lost, what's that? 300. 1 or 2 shots, maybe. As he shoots the mouse. The mouse, a Tier 10 German tank on the enemy team, is down to 827, and Fighting Neptune will be hoping to capitalise on that. He'll think, well, if I can get rid of the top tier heavy tank, I'll put our team in a very significant advantage. Get rid of the mouse, and then it'll be the object 777 over there on the left. There goes the kill. That's his first kill of this game, getting rid of the top tier German heavy tank. The object 7772 will be feeling a little bit nervous. Now we saw another Tier 9 tank earlier. This is the object 7772. This is a Tier 9 reward tank that you get from the Journey. It's called, what's it called? Expedition, which is a combination of Frontlines and Steel Hunter. Hopefully they'll be coming back for 2021. I haven't heard anything yet, but it'll be back for sure. It'll be, hopefully. He's fighting Neptune has rightly assumed that his team would be able to kill the 777 pretty quickly. It took them a bit longer than I thought it might, but they're winning 5-2. They're winning 5-2. You're looking pretty good. Is this going to be one of those shots? No. Every now and then you see one of those shots that just lands. I thought he was going to shoot that without aiming and maybe even land the shot. Who cares? The ELC even 90 on Neptune's team picks up the kill on the enemy team. Shoots towards the Leopard PT8. Doesn't quite land the shot, but who cares? 6-2 the score. Rolling forward, nearly 4,000 hit points of damage done. 1590 damage blocked by armor. 487 assisted damage. And he's rolling forward like he's loving the E100 with the 128mm gun. Look at it. It looks pretty cool. That's the style that we got from... Help me out here, folks. Where did we get that style from? Was it the Christmas time style? Or was it... I think it might have been the Christmas boxes. Who knows? It does look good, though. It looks beautiful. Rolling forward now, 6-3 the score, fading Neptune. Fading Neptune. Oh, hay fever, it's killing me. I hope it's not, you know what. Anyway, 6-3. 6-3 the score, fading Neptune from Ducky Clan. Not in Ducky anymore, I don't think, but anyway, doesn't matter. He's flying forward, 7-4 the score. Flying into the enemy team have retreated into the northeast corner like scared little pussycats. And there's a leopard. We'll take that kill if I don't mind. Thank you. No problem. That's his second kill. Is that a mission? Some kind of mission? Not really. He's got to cap the base if he's going to get that mission. What about this one? Get 6 kills. Oh, I'm not sure if he might. He's got 3. He's halfway there. Let's see if he gets it. 10-4 the score. The only tank destroyers remain. This is interesting. Didn't even notice how many tank destroyers were left on the enemy team. Fighting Neptune, rolling forward like... I don't know where that shot went either, folks. Do not know. Wouldn't have a clue. Could have went to the next map. It looked pretty straight to me. Here's the Waffenträger Ralph Panzer IV at tier 9. Puts one into the German tank destroyer. Just rolls forward. Doesn't matter. Want some more damage. Want to get some more marks. Go for the kill. No, he doesn't go for the kill. Goes for the damage. Going for the marks possibly. What he might. He only needs 3 more kills. Doesn't get that one. That's that mission out the window. But now the Badger, we're thinking, oh, hang on, maybe I shouldn't have just rolled around that corner. Bit of face-hugging time on the Badger. Badger's waving his big British gun around like you wouldn't believe. Shoots it. Badger gets him for 457. Leaves him on 143 hit points, which is 142 more than he needs. Doesn't matter. The ISU152K says, hold my beer, fading Neptune. I've got this. And that brings his damage up to well over 6,000 hit points. Not bad, me old mate. Not bad at all. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. He did have a mark on it, but now he's got 2, I think. That's 2 marks, isn't it? Bloody German tanks and their marks. Good on you. That's good. 2-mark game, no problems whatsoever. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Spotter for all the assisted damage that he did. Shellproof. Jewelers. 5 for effect. Got some bonds because it was a tier 10 game. Steel Wall. High 5. High Caliber. 6,402 hit points of damage done. 3 kills, 1255 base experience. He fired 20 shots, 15 hit and 14 penetrated. 6,402, 3.5 blocked, 1835 assisted damage. When it comes to marks, that all counts. Assisted damage is all that. Look at that. Even firing premium and possibly paying full price for consumables, I think. Still made 40,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 6 3/4 minute game. Bonuses, of course, Holiday Ops. We love Holiday Ops and the bonuses they bring. Don't forget to check out Fading Neptune. He's on Twitch. He's on YouTube. He's a nice bloke. Met him in real life. We nearly fell off a tank together once at Oz Armour Fest, and it was great. And like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Really good person. Champion. RaspberrySoda or RaspberrySoda, you tell me. In the Kampfpanzer 50t, I don't know, is it heavy or a medium? I guess it's a hybrid. Who knows? Maybe it runs on water. Tony 500 from 7ACAV with it was a great win. I don't know how. 1938 base experience, not an ace in the Churchill III, and randomized with a Fast and Furious Jagdtiger 8.8 ace on Paris. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the replays, lads. Take care, and see you all next time.